What?
He tried to diss me and it don't fall.
The transforming Russian Java.
Took her out of filings cause of I run
That's
it
right.
like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac, I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of the dry. Riding this special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. You really sloppy like Pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it on Fox. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filings cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Money, money, I took the Billy cool back, then I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, this shit there in the road, right, wow. I stepped up, ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the hood was on the shelf. In the fan. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they find it, telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier as the watch. Cartier look, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her, and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I can whip up a new Chanel paddock. I whip with the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn the whole top flow to her. 100 racks and 1 2 about to flood out.
Damn, that's a long 2 minutes, right?
Lord, how I gave my parents fist. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Dad took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun of me, got my with a tree. Blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get sold. White son of a gun. Pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get upset. 'Cause I ain't done just yet. Couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Yeah. Be more discreet. White son of a gun. Pay for all I've done. Will they get upset? 'Cause I ain't done just yet.
I'm sick. I'm tired of good.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First run now for Kyren Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run. Charles, currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
On play action, McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air with McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 31.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. signs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here is 3rd and 5. Addison will go in motion left. McCarthy off the play fake. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good. From 57 yards out. Nice bombs away right there. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. 2nd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Rams had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, it's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now, if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Second and 6. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Again, he'll drop the throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender,
Kyren Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. We'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Vikings 3. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Addison will go in motion left. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On play action. Now McCarthy. They'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are once again back in front. Extra point forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Vikings 10, Rams 7. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line. Set
to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, we can repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They juked him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Langford. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Well, he will have the Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient at picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. He couldn't get away here. End up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now 3rd down and very long. Here's McCarthy. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Off the bootleg. Langford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air. because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The improv back there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Oh, he is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Right back to him on 1st down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw McCarthy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's a handoff out of the gun. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
7-yard attempt.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And out across midfield down to the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. Looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Inside the 10.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
McCarthy going to sneak it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Langford will get this to Jennings over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Oh, give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
3rd and 2. Back to throw. Langford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. In motion right is Addison. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And this will be a Vikings first down as he gets this up past the 30. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Addison will go in motion left. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. Here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Addison will go in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off the play fake, McCarthy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Addison will go in motion left. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of the 1st down.
For the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Every time I start to believe something's taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Langford. He gets it to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. Back to throw. Langford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
An 8-yard pickup.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They run. It's Williams. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. And now they'll shift things around. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now he's loose again. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Vikings are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
For the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw now on first down. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Juwan Jennings, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
For the extra point.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
30. Rams 20. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The career's more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not only want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now they'll run on the draw. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 126 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 5. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover